Are you facing a journey of ulcerative colitis through to surgery, then maybe through to a J pouch? Then this video is for you. I'm going to talk through all the steps that I took to go from living with ulcerative colitis through to surgery with a stoma and then through surgery to a J pouch. I've taken all of those steps and I've created what I've called the J ladder. It's a clear framework outlining all of the steps that many of us will go through. This is the first of my J frameworks, and in the coming weeks and months I'll also be introducing the J score, so stay tuned for that. But for now, let's break down the J ladder, step by step, taking you from UC all the way through to J pouch. Step 1 on the ladder is living with ulcerative colitis and having medication. This is the first stage right after you get diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. It might be that you stay in this stage for a while. Some people work really well with medicine and never leave this stage. I was on this step for about 6 months. The medicine was calming everything and I thought I was improving. But then I had my first major flare-up. It's at that point I moved on to step 2. Step 2 is all about the period where you live with ulcerative colitis, but you come to understand that the medicines aren't enough to hold it. For my time with UC, this is the step I spent the longest on. After about 6 months, I had my first major flare-up. That put me into hospital and then onto a cycle of recovery, illness, flare-up, hospital, recovery, illness, flare-up, hospital. With each repeat of the cycle, the medicines became less and less effective at holding my UC. I worked my way all the way through anti-inflammatories, steroids, and then immunosuppressants. When I say I spent the longest on this step, I really mean that. I spent years there, about 13 years in total. Eventually, my body forced me to move on to the next step. The next step is step 3, and that's the first step that has a surgical element to it. So the medical term for step 3 is a total colectomy with endoileostomy. This is a major step for anyone living with inflammatory bowel disease, such as ulcerative colitis or maybe Crohn's disease. This option is one way. It's where your colon is removed and you're left with a stoma. Once that happens, there's no going back. For many though, after the initial shock of living with a stoma, it can then be a relief to say goodbye to all of the symptoms, the flares, and all of the strain that living with a chronic condition brings. That was certainly my experience. I have to be honest and say mentally, I wasn't as prepared as I could have been. And when I first saw my stoma, it was a real shock. In fact, it broke me down to tears. But then I learned to live with the stoma and things started to improve. And then slowly I rebuilt my life, and it was a life without UC hanging over me. At the time I had this surgery, I couldn't decide if I wanted to move on further to a J pouch or stop there. To go through this surgery and consider everything else, the bigger picture with J pouch was just too much. So I stopped, leaving all the options on the table. So that takes us nicely onto step 4. Before I go on to that, if the J ladder is helping you see your journey more clearly, please subscribe now. I've got more videos and the J score coming very soon. So step 4 for me was when my J pouch was actually made. I took this step several months after step 1, and only when I was really sure that the J pouch was an option I really wanted to pursue. In this step, while your J pouch is actually made, it's not fully connected to your digestive system. You have what's called a loop ileostomy made, and this allows the waste to be diverted out through this ileostomy, leaving the J pouch to heal in a clean environment without being strained. The J pouch operation has a lot of stitching involved, so it's really important that the pouch can heal without the stress of also having to work. The final surgical step on the J ladder is step 5, the takedown. This is when the loop ileostomy is closed and the J pouch is fully connected to your digestive tract. It's now connected to process waste and it becomes alive. This was a really exciting surgery for me to go into. While I was apprehensive about the recovery, the thought of going into this surgery and waking up without a stoma really was a positive experience. The period after takedown is actually quite a tough one. This is where you need to train the J pouch to work. Remember, a J pouch isn't a naturally forming organ. It's an organ that surgeons have made, and your body at the beginning doesn't really know what to do with it. So in those initial first few weeks and those first few months, you have to train your body to work with the J pouch. This involves things like holding rather than going to the toilet straight away when you get that first urge, stretching the J pouch, introducing the J pouch to new foods. Over time, your body learns how your J-pouch works, and then the function of your J-pouch will improve. Remember, the J-pouch isn't a direct replacement for a colon, so it will never work like a colon, but over time, things will improve. I've actually made a video about the first weeks of recovery with J-pouch, so if that's something of interest to you, then check that out now. So that brings us to the very top of the ladder, living with a J-pouch. That's where I am now, and I've been living with my J-pouch for about 15.5 years. In that time, I've discovered lots of tips and tricks that's made my experience of living with a J-pouch far better than I ever hoped it would be. I'm sharing that experience here on this YouTube channel and also on the blog for Pouch Heals. That's at pouchheals.com. In that 15.5 years, I've gotten married, I've had 3 children, I've travelled, I've really rebuilt my life. I've got back so much of the life that I'd lost to UC. I really pushed the surgery away for a long time, in my head thinking that that would be the end, when the reality is actually the surgery has been the beginning. It's been a fresh chapter and really allowed me to move on with my life rather than having the anchor of UC hanging over me. So that's the J-ladder, living with UC, through the surgery steps, all the way to the top, living with a J-pouch. If this video has helped, hit the like button and subscribe to join our community, where I share lots of tips and tricks on living with a J-pouch and other things related with inflammatory bowel disease. Don't stop here though, please check out this other video from Pouch Heals that can really help you on your journey.